Hello everyone and welcome back for another class. I thank you so much for continuing to tune in with me and following along. I know there's so many choices out there for people that you could be practicing with, so I just want to say once again how grateful I am that you're hanging out with me. For those of you that usually attend my in-person classes, if you haven't gotten my email blast, I'm hoping to resume a couple of them towards the end of July when New York has approved phase 4 reopening. Stay tuned. If you're looking for updates and you're not on my email list, please feel free to reach out to me and I can add you on there or let you know personally. In terms of today's practice, we're going to be moving through some stuff that we're all pretty familiar with, focusing specifically on a standing warrior series. But I want your primary focus and intent of today's class to be on movement within the spine. Now, my wonderful, beautiful yoga teacher, whom I learned from, Marianne Wells, reminded us all the time that all movement originates from the spine. So as we move and transit through these postures that we are familiar with, I really want you to think about where that movement is originating from, particularly from the base of the spine and how we move through the rest of the spine, the thoracic, all the way up to the crown of the head, and how we allow the low body to root down. So there is no right or wrong answer to this because our bodies are all different. We all make our movements differently. What we really need to focus on alignment that is safe within our bodies, and that might look different for me than it does for you. But our movement should all sort of originate from the same spot, right? The spine. So as we move from posture to posture, I want you to think about really bringing everything together, starting at the base of the spine, so around the pelvis area, because engaging the pelvis first helps to send that energy up as well as down. So making sure that the tailbone is nice and long, that our core is engaged, will help bring roots through the legs as well as expansion up into the upper body. And I think that was it. Today's essential oils are lavender, clary sage, and verbena, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I'd like to invite you to join me in a seated position. And before we really start to ground down here, widen out the legs just a little bit if you're in a cross-legged position. If you're up on the knees, stay right where you are. And just notice there's a little bit more space and opening through the hips we can get. But as we create this space, you're going to find yourself rounding the spine forward a little bit. And I want us to create some space in the legs because we're going to start with some seated cat-cows. That's going to allow us to find our center for these first few moments of connection for the breath. So just widening the knees away from each other a little bit. We're opening up the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. You'll notice you won't get as much room here. Exhale, feel that mid-back pulling back. Really engage into the belly. We don't want to drop back or slouch here. We want to keep those sit bones exactly where they are. Inhale, pull it forward. Exhale, rounding back. Keep your balance. Inhale, forward. Last time, exhale back. And as you make your way back through center, you can bring the legs to a more comfortable position. And then we're going to shift our weight from side to side. So just pulling one shoulder to the side. Again, we're keeping our sit bones even on the mat. Notice which side of your body feels a little more tight than the other. And then again, coming to center, neutralize the spine, relax the shoulders, close the eyes. Notice how the breath feels. We're probably going to need to slow it down a little bit because we just did some movements. So allow the natural pace to take over and gradually begin slowing down. Just being very present within the sensation within the body. How the breath feels. And we'll begin to build on this breathing, deepening through your inhale Extend that exhale nice and long, using control. We'll stay with this breath for 3 more rounds. Slowly releasing back to your natural rhythm. Take a nice deep breath in. Your eyes can stay closed. Exhale, chin to chest. Hanging the head. Shoulders are relaxed. Stretching out through the back of the neck. Starting some half circles. Inhale, one of your ears up and over the shoulder. Your head will hang to the side, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, gently roll the chin back down to the chest. And inhale to the other side. So continuing this movement nice and slow, back and forth. One more time to each side. Rolling the chin back into the chest. Slowly flutter open your eyes. And inhale, bringing your gaze back through center. We're going to bring the legs right out in front. Give them a nice little wiggle. We're going to be moving through our spinal 6 ways in this position, this pike position. So we're going to start with our side bends. You can bring the right hand to the side. Inhale, left arm out, up and over. We're pressing away from the mat. Feet are flexed. And just as we do in staff, I want you to really root down through that low body. So belly and core are engaged. And we're finding length up and through that left side. Keep the power in the low body. As you inhale, reach both hands up. Exhale, left hand down, and we'll reach over with the right. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding down. Pedal the knees up and down on the floor. Hands can rest to the feet or ankles if that's in your practice, or maybe just to the side of the mat. Hands to the floor, framing the legs, hang the head down. As we inhale, drag the hands back to the hips, round the spine up, feel that belly pull in, shoulders to the ears. As the shoulders come down, hands planting around the hips, setting up for reverse plank, point the toes. Inhale, press into the hands, lifting the hips, squeeze the glutes. Looking up. Maybe the toes come all the way down to the mat. Breathe in and exhale, gently lower down. Once the bum is down, Shake out the hands and come back to that neutral pike or staff position. Inhale, arms come up, setting up for a twist. Exhale, slowly starting at the waist, twisting to the left. The arms can begin to open, maybe the elbows bend. Breathe in. Exhale, twisting. Breathe in. Exhale, twisting. Breathe in, bring the arms up. Exhale to center. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Breathe into the back of the body, the back of the legs, the back muscles. Hang the head, hands to frame the legs. Inhale, drag the hands to the hips, round the spine up. Shoulders to the ears. Exhale, shoulders down, plant the hands, point the toes. Inhale, squeeze the bum, lift those hips. Reverse plank. Press the mat away, look up and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, lower it down nice and slow with control. Back to that staff position. Flex the feet, shake out the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, slowly twisting to the right. As we twist, the arms can open. Maybe the elbows bend. Exhale. Maybe the arms stay straight. Breathe in. Twisting. Breathe in. Arms come up. Exhale to center. Slow movement. Inhale. Exhale to fold. 3 big breaths here. Think about extension through the spine. So not just trying to get the nose to the knees, but getting the crown of the head toward those toes, feet flexed. Framing the legs. Inhale, rounding up. Shoulders to the ears. Exhale, slide them down the back. Make your way into a tabletop position. Hands and knees. 5 cat-cows. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Come back through table, tuck the toes, walk the hands a step or 2 in front. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. You can pedal out the feet. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Maybe shaking out the head. Inhale, look to the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, look back at the feet and straighten the legs. Look forward, bend the knees. Look back, straighten the legs. Holding in down dog. On an inhale, we'll lift the right leg. Exhale, bend the knee, shift the weight forward and plant the foot between the hands. Left knee grounds for the low lunge. Left hand to the inner right foot on the mat or a block as we inhale and reach the right hand up. Twisting to the side, squeeze the right knee in toward the chest. Deepening the twist in the upper body. Maybe we start to bring that right arm behind us. Breathe in, reach straight up. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Scoot those right toes forward. Take an inhale. Exhale to a half split. Left hip over the knee as we extend the right leg, toes to the ceiling. And not folding all the way, so not dropping the head, but starting to bring the belly closer to the thighs and keeping the gaze on the toes. Square off the hips, right hip pulling back, left hip slightly forward. Next, inhale, coming back to the low lunge. Tuck the left toes. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking back at the feet. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, shifting the weight forward. Foot between the hands, right knee grounds for that low lunge. Right hand plants. Inhale, left hand open, squeezing the knee into the chest as we begin to deepen the twist, maybe bringing that left arm to the side. So again, we're just being really mindful of where these twists, where these movements are originating from, and trying to focus and engage mostly on bringing that point of origin from the pelvis area, so the base of the spine. The low body roots down, and then we can bring movement and expansion through the upper body. Next, inhale, reach those fingers up, and exhale down to the mat. Frame that left foot, scoot those toes forward, breathe in. Exhale to that half split. Right hip stacks over the knee, left toes to the ceiling. And again, I'm folding but not dropping the head, just bringing that belly closer to the thigh, squaring off the hips and breathing. Next, inhale back to the low lunge. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, lift the knee. This time, exhale, step forward to the top of the mat and fold over the feet. Soften into the knees, grab opposite elbows, and sway from side to side. Finding stillness, release the arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Frame the right foot on an inhale. Left foot steps back to a runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward, come to fingertips. Exhale, seal that left foot to the short side of the mat. As you do so, press those hips toward that long edge. Strong right leg, press into the back foot as we inhale to warrior two, swinging straight up or bringing hands to the thigh to lift. Making sure right knee is stacking over the ankle and we're pressing into both feet evenly. Relax the shoulders. And think now, before we begin to start movements or move into our other warrior variations, of how you may begin your movements, your transitions from this point of origin. Whether it's finding further engagement into the core, whether it's really slowing down all your movements, but think about the extension beginning here and the grounding beginning here as well. On an inhale, we'll come back to a reverse warrior. So find that lift. Right hand comes up, left hand through the back of the leg. Big reach here. Turn that right palm to face the back of the mat. And make sure you're not collapsing into that left side body. Strong left leg. Think about this movement as we inhale, reaching up and out. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach that right hand forward. Exhale, right elbow to the knee. Left hand comes up to the ceiling as we breathe in. Squeeze the glutes. Hip bones are still pressing forward and we're not sinking into that right shoulder. Just as we did in a low lunge, we're trying to twist into the upper body and perhaps open this left arm up behind us. Keep the arm active. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, strong legs. Inhale, warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the hips. Heel toe the back foot in. And then turn those left toes forward. Pull that right hip back, setting up for warrior one. You may want to create space between the legs by heel toeing the front foot out to the side. Still stacking that knee over the ankle. Pull that left hip forward. Really feel the length and strength in this back leg. Inhale, reach the arms up, hip bones pressing forward. Tailbone long. Where can you ground down? Where can you expand? Inhale, puff your chest toward the ceiling, squeeze the bum. Exhale, peel the arms back, keep the chest lifted. Inhale, reach straight up. Exhale, bring the arms forward and down. Shift the crown of the head forward. Root into that back left foot and clasp fingertips behind you. Reach the shoulders back. Belly's pulling into the spine. Exhale, deepen your fold, bringing your torso to the inner right knee squeezing into center. Taking a few breaths here, deepening the fold and maybe allowing the shoulders and arms to roll forward. Core is strong here. We need that support from underneath. We're strong in that back leg. Squeeze the right glute as we inhale to lift, belly pulling up, shoulders reaching back. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms come up, come high on those left toes. Exhale, hands to the heart. Shift your weight forward to that right foot, warrior three. Lifting that left leg. Belly pulling up and in. Tailbone is long. Maybe we reach those arms back. Squaring off the hips. Don't let the left hip pop up. Breathe in. Exhale, left toes down. That high lunge. Inhale, arms sweep forward and up. And exhale all the way down. Frame the right foot. Runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 big breaths. Inhale, look to the hands. Exhale, walking to the top of the mat and folding over the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Framing the left foot on an inhale. Right foot steps back. Runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, seal that right foot to the short side of the mat. Press the hip bones to that long edge. Getting prepared for that warrior two. Press into the back foot and inhale, reaching up. Maybe widening the legs. We're bringing them closer together. Stacking that left knee over the ankle. Equally grounding into the feet. Shoulders relax. Being really conscious of our movements and that point of origin, wherever it may be or feel for you. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand lifts, right hand to the leg. Don't collapse into that right side body. And then flip the left palm to face the back of the mat. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, warrior two. Press those hip bones forward. Breathe in, reach forward. Exhale, left elbow to the knee. Inhale, right hand to the ceiling. And as we take our couple of breaths here, press into that back foot and then slowly begin to roll the upper body, twisting. Maybe the right hand comes behind, but keep the arm engaged. We're not just letting it flop over. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Take a breath out. Next breath in, warrior two, strong legs. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the hips. We'll heel toe that back foot in. Then right toes turn forward, maybe widening our stance here, stacking the knee over the ankle and squaring off those hips. Left hip back, right hip forward. Hip bones press forward. Inhale, arms come up, warrior one. Really root down through that back leg. Inhale, puff the chest to the ceiling. Exhale, peel the arms back. Keep the heart lifted. Inhale, reach straight up. Exhale, arms forward and down, bringing them back. Clasping opposite fingers this time, shoulders roll down and back, reach back. Inhale, start extending forward, root down through that back foot. And as we begin to deepen the fold, torso to the inner left knee, maybe we roll into the shoulders and arms. Belly super strong underneath. Keep that support. Square off those hips. Squeeze the left glute and the belly as we inhale, coming up. Reach to the back of the mat and exhale, release. Inhale, arms come up high on those right toes. Exhale, hands to the heart. Shift your weight forward. Inhale, warrior three. Lifting those right toes, core strong, tail long. Don't let that right hip pop up. Reaching the arms back. Breathe in, hands to the heart. Exhale, right toes down to that high lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, frame that left foot, runner's lunge. Plant the hands, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 big breaths. Exhale, ground the knees, table. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, table. Cross the feet behind, bum down, feet forward. Getting ready to wind down here. Half boat, feet planted, knees bent, arms to the side. Breathe in. Exhale, rounding back, navel to the spine, tailbone comes down, and coming all the way down. Relax the head and shoulders, the arms, and the legs. Big breath into the belly, let it out with a sigh. Slowly float the knees to the chest and wrap the arms around the legs, rocking from side to side. From here, we'll find a happy baby, grabbing the outer edges of the feet or ankles and opening the legs wide around the ribs. We can rock from side to side here as well. Keep the low back flat to the floor. Finding stillness, bring the soles of the feet together, keep the knees wide, and lower the legs to the mat. You can support the legs in the hands or rest the hands to the inner thighs and relax the shoulders, relax the spine, and just connecting with the breath, slowing everything down. Inhale, knees come together, arms fall open to the side. We'll scoot our bum to the right and extend the left leg. Right foot to the top of the left knee. Breathe in here. Exhale for the twist. Right knee to the left side. It does not have to reach the mat. Right shoulder stays grounded. And we release and breathe. Inhale for center. Scoot the bum to the left. Right leg extends. Left foot to the right knee. Breathe in. Exhale to the twist. Left shoulder grounding down. Inhale once more through center. Even out the hips. Extend the legs and find Shavasana. Shoulder blades tuck under, palms facing the ceiling. Release the belly and melt the spine into the mat. The eyes can soften or close. Connect again with your natural rhythm of breath. And imagine yourself releasing and softening, starting in that point of origin, somewhere around the pelvis, the lowest part of the spine, the belly. As you breathe, bring softness to that whole area. And then visualize that softness, that release, traveling up and downward. Gradually allowing the entire body to relax and to surrender. Allowing the breath to become even softer until all of your control can be released and it becomes almost imperceptible. the breath to deepen again, and your awareness to return to the body. Wiggle out through the fingers and the toes. Rock the head gently from side to side. On an inhale, reach and extend your arms overhead. Point the toes to the bottom of the mat. And exhale, softening. Float the knees to the chest one last time and give yourself a big squeeze. Take this moment for yourself, for some kind words. Repeating them a few times in your head, your own personal mantra to take with you for the rest of the day. And whenever you're ready, rolling to one side and slowly making your way up to sit. We'll end our practice with a round of Om, bringing hands to the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale all the stale air. Inhale for Om. Thank you so much for following along with me today. I look forward to next time. Namaste.